Laura stared at herself in the full-length mirror of her bedroom, smoothing down the elegant silk dress she had chosen for the evening when her phone buzzed on the nightstand. It was a message from Jake. "Looking forward to seeing you tonight. Can't wait to catch up." Laura's heart raced as she read the message. The plan was simple. Make Tom believe that she was seeing someone else to get back at him for what she was convinced was an affair. Her suspicions about Tom's fidelity had been simmering for months, fueled by late nights at the office and secretive phone calls. The idea of revenge seemed like the only way to reclaim her sense of control. Tom had been working late again, and Laura had orchestrated this evening meticulously. She had made sure he would be out of the house, leaving her free to meet Jake, his business partner, and the man she had begun seeing under the guise of retaliation. The upscale restaurant was buzzing with energy as Laura walked in. Jake was already there. He greeted her with a charming smile and a hug that lingered just a moment too long. "Laura, you look stunning." "Thank you, Jake. It's good to see you." They were seated at a secluded table, and the conversation began smoothly, filled with small talk and polite laughter. Laura found herself lost in the charm and attentiveness Jake provided, forgetting the reason behind their meeting. As the evening wore on, Laura's phone buzzed again. It was Tom, asking how her evening was going. She glanced at Jake, who gave her a reassuring nod. Laura composed a quick response, telling Tom that she was having a relaxing dinner with friends. The conversation with Jake became more intimate, and Laura felt a pang of guilt. She was still convinced Tom was unfaithful, but a small part of her began questioning her own actions. Was she really just getting revenge, or was there more to this? Back at home, Tom returned from his late meeting. He was exhausted but eager to get some rest before another busy day. He noticed Laura's car wasn't parked outside and assumed she must be out longer than expected. As Tom settled into bed, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. There was a distance growing between him and Laura, but had no idea how to bridge it. The thought of infidelity hadn't crossed his mind until Laura's recent coldness. Laura's evening with Jake concluded with a cordial goodbye, and she headed back home, her mind swirling with conflicting emotions. She entered the house to find Tom sitting in the living room, looking up as she walked in. "Hey, you're back?" Tom's eyes were heavy with fatigue and a hint of suspicion. "How was your evening out with friends?" Laura's heart skipped a beat. "Oh, we had a nice dinner. It was good to get out and have a little fun with them." Tom studied her for a moment, a frown forming on his face. "Laura, we need to talk." "About what?" Tom took a deep breath. "I've been feeling like there's something wrong between us. You've been distant, and I've heard things, rumors, about you being out late and seeing someone." Laura's heart raced. "Tom, Save it," Tom interrupted. "I know about your little affair with Jake." Laura's face paled. How did you find out?" "I've been doing some investigating of my own, and I found out you've been seeing him while you were accusing me of cheating." "I wasn't unfaithful, Laura. You were wrong." Laura's world seemed to spin. The realization that her revenge had backfired hit her hard. "Tom, No." Tom cut her off. "You don't get to explain this away. I've been nothing but faithful to you. And now, I find out that you've been lying and cheating." Laura's eyes filled with tears. "Tom, I'm so sorry. I was convinced." "Convinced of what?" "That I was cheating? I had no idea you'd sink so low." The emotional weight of the conversation left Laura feeling more isolated than ever. "What happens now?" "I need time to think. This is too much for me to handle right now. I think it's best if we take a break. I'm filing for divorce." Laura's heart sank as the words hit her like a punch. The realization of the irreversible damage she had done settled in. Her actions had not only destroyed her relationship with Tom, but had also put her own future in jeopardy. As Tom walked away, leaving Laura alone in the house, she was left to grapple with the consequences of her actions. The revenge she had sought had come at a high price, and now she faced the daunting task of dealing with the fallout. The trust had been shattered, and the future she had once envisioned with Tom was now a distant, unreachable dream. Laura felt lost and overwhelmed by her actions. She had been so certain that Tom was having an affair, but now he swore he hadn't been unfaithful. The doubt gnawed at her. Could she really have made such a huge mistake? Jake had been attentive and open to the affair, giving Laura the attention she craved. Maybe, just maybe, there could be a future with him. Despite her devastation, she wondered if Jake would be open to something long-term. Her mind was in turmoil. What was she going to do? If she couldn't salvage her marriage with Tom, then Jake would have to be the person she built a life with. Laura was confused and heartbroken, unsure of her next steps, but knowing she needed to make a decision soon. Laura met with Jake, her heart pounding with anticipation and fear. She needed to know if there was a future with him now that Tom knew everything and was planning to file for divorce. "Jake, Tom knows about us," she began hesitantly. "He says he's going to file for divorce. I need to know if there's a possibility for us, for our relationship to go further." To her shock, Jake looked taken aback. "Laura, there's something you need to understand. I'm the one who told Tom about you coming on to me." "What?" "From the beginning, I told Tom how you were flirting with me, making passes. He wanted to see how far you'd go, so we decided to let it play out. When we finally had our affair, I called Tom and told him everything. That's why he already knew when you got home. He knew because we planned it." Laura felt like the ground had been pulled out from under her. "You planned it?" "Yes. Tom is my partner and friend. I would never betray him like that, especially with his wife. I couldn't let you or anyone else come between our friendship and everything we've built over the years." Laura's mind raced, the betrayal cutting deeper than she could have ever imagined. She had been so certain of her suspicions, so driven by her own doubts and insecurities, that she had never considered this possibility. "Why would you do this?" "To show you the truth. To show Tom the truth about your loyalty. I'm sorry, Laura, but there is no future for us. There never was. This was about loyalty, and you've shown where yours lies." As Laura walked away, the weight of her actions and their consequences settled heavily on her shoulders. She had lost everything: her husband, her dignity, and the illusion of a future with Jake. Now, she faced the daunting task of picking up the pieces and figuring out how to move forward. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more gripping tales of love, deceit, and redemption. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update.